strongholds and settle in your town halls. We're back with Clash of Clans Clan War Leaks. It is day 6, and I hope you guys got all your tornado trap dance moves ready, because we will launch into this one quickly and with amazing action. I'm Renee, your host, and with me are my favorite clan castle troops, Woody and Klaus.
Thanks very much, Renee. Howdy, 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 everyone. I'm Woody from 100 Thieves, and that's right, I take up 30 space in the clan castle, so we've just barely had enough room for Klaus after that.
Yeah, I'm only 8 though, we're good. So what's going on? Klaus from Klaus Gaming on YouTube. Thanks for having us, Renee. And day 6 of this epic war series is going to be absolutely amazing. They've won all their previous matches so far, so we'll see if they can keep up the trend.
They will definitely try, that's for sure. And I think we should start with actually having a quick look at the Clan War Leagues in general. Obviously, we are in Champions Tier 3. That's where we do all the matchups today. And besides the clans that we have here, there are more clans playing, as we all know. Because they all want to be on top, but only the top 2 will actually manage to reach the next level of Clan War Leagues. So let's have a quick look at the overview and at the current standings of the league.
That's right, so we have the group here. OneHive actually sitting in second place with 224 stars. They've only used one of their attacks. They've got 14 more to go, so they're looking really, really good to end up in first place. Of course, they've got a pretty tough opponent, actually the #1 right now on the leaderboard.
This is going to be the most important match for OneHive of the entire week. They're going up against another clan that's nearly undefeated. They just had 1 loss, and so whether or not OneHive is able to pull it off this time is going to determine whether or not they are going to be #1 at the end of the week.
That's what they hope for. I want to be #1 as well, one day.
I figured Renee would pipe in.
Yeah, just saying.
So we have actually the rounds of what's going on here today. Round 5 at the top is what happened yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's stream, go check it out. But here is the overall standings of what happened and who won and whatnot. But what's going on today? OneHive versus their opponents. They are 2 stars in. The opponents are 31 stars. They have a 29-star deficit to make up today. But I think they can probably pull it off. What do you think, Woody?
I think they got a good chance of that, Klaus, but they do need to exceed that 2-star per hit average. If they just get 2 stars per hit, that would leave them at, I believe, 30. So they're going to need to exceed that, grab some 3 stars somewhere here and there. It's never an easy task against some of these Town Hall 12 opponents, and we actually did see a couple of 1-star hits from OneHive. We'll see if they can avoid that and stay on top in these rankings.
Yeah, 29 stars to overcome 37 is what they did yesterday. So I think there is a chance for OneHive to actually do that. There's also, once again, a chance for you guys to win 2,000 gems. For that, just head over to Twitter at Clash of Clans and actually take part in all polls there. Get your vote counting, retweet it, and then you might be lucky and get away with 2,000 gems. First question of the night is, which troop was not introduced in the same update among the others in this list? And it is actually a slightly more complicated question, I would say. I mean, Klaus says no, but that's just because he knows everything about Clash of Clans without ever looking it up. That's at least what he says. So Hawk Riders, Valkyrie,
there you go,
Minion, and Golem. I wrote Valkyrie down in phonetic
language. There you go. It's a hard word to say. So all of those sound like they probably came out of the same update, or maybe 2 separate updates, 2 troops at a time. But actually, 3 of those came out in the first update, and 1 of them came out in another. So which one was it?
I don't know. If I would know, I would take part. That's how it is. There will be a second. There will be a second question later on, hopefully without words that I actually need to write down differently, just to know how to say them. It's like, I would love to be native English. That would be so much easier, right?
Well, you're doing a fantastic job anyway, Renee.
Try my best. A bit like trying my best in Clash of Clans, but we all know how that turns out. We should not talk about that before going to Clash challenges later on. But before we dive into 50 attacks, because if you're a regular viewer, you know that it's 50 attacks that we see here, that we see during the broadcast against one other clan. It's a day of action everywhere. But before that, we actually sat down with Tricky and talk to him about his Clash of Clans experience.
My name's Tricky. I'm 27, UK-based Clasher. I think I started playing Clash 5-6 years ago now. Been a long time, mostly on running one account, slowly working the way up through the Town Hall. Joined OneHive, trialed and made it into Prime 2 years ago. So I've been part of the family for about 2 years. Moved to 1.0 just over a year ago now. My favourite unit to use in game It's probably, I like a lot of golem attacks, golems out in front. But I also, I'm starting to like using loons a lot more now as well. So probably one of those two. Outside of Clash, I play Ultimate Frisbee. So I've played that a lot in the UK, Europe. I actually played the Helsinki Ultimate Team at Euros and traded jerseys with them, which is cool. So that's probably my unusual attack.
Used to events. Wait, there's events experience already on their side on OneHive, which is good, and they will need it here in the Clan War Leagues, because you can see we've got 6 players of their lineup here, and they will play live, which means they've got cameras in front of them, cameras behind their back, cameras over their shoulder, us talking over them, so nearly everything that we'll try to avoid normally if you want to concentrate. And it's Neon Waves doing today's first attack. She did that yesterday, had a good attack. Let's see how today goes.
That's right, Renee. The lights, camera, action are always a bit unsettling for me. In fact, when I like to play Clash of Clans, I like to hop into a sensory deprivation chamber and put some headphones on and just really mellow out. This is not an easy game, especially whenever you're trying to get a really complicated attack planned. Neon Waves here is going to be moving in with the Bowler Witch combo. That's one that we've seen a few times before, Klaus.
That's right, so she's coming in with a Queen Walk and funneling in front of that Queen Walk to drive her up toward that Town Hall section. Then we also have the Bow Witch up at the top to make sure that the main attack force goes directly through the middle. This is a very standard style of attack here, where we're trying to get the majority of our troops to kind of go in and turn the base inside out. And that's what we're seeing here, with the Wall Wrecker actually leading the charge and allowing a whole bunch of bowlers into the core here.
Unfortunately, Neon Waves has lost a couple of witches early, and that's going to mean it's going to be very difficult to pull off the 3-star here. With a nice entry onto that right side compartment, though that Town Hall is just about to go down. Neon Waves' Queen has actually also failed to take out the enemy Queen, and there's still a lot of CC troops, a Tornado Trap. Pretty much everything that you would not want to see in the center of the space is starting to pull off a lot of troops with the attack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just materializing out of thin air. This Tornado Trap popping out, of course, that unfortunately that Queen did not go down. We are seeing the 1-star right now. That Town Hall did go down, fortunately. Actually, look at that. The Barbarian King's Barbarians were doing a great job until they ran into a double giant bomb. That's actually better for them to run into it than a, something like
Queen
the
ability. Queen ability.
Oh, what happened? No!
Her Queen ability.
Oh, no, that's a misplay there for sure. You don't want to miss your Queen ability, especially with a single targeting Inferno involved. Fortunately for Neon, she seems to know that happened. She's covering her face, and I don't want to say shame, but that's pretty close. She's still getting high fives, though. Obviously, OneHive very sportsmanlike with her own teammates.
Look, they're not going to miss out on the 2-star that often. 2 stars have been claimed here, and there's a little bit of cleanup going on the left side of the map. We see wizards, archers, minions sometimes getting a few more percentage after the main attack has gone through, and that's what we're getting here. Another shot over at that army camp, and you hear the nice tries from her friends over there in OneHive.
Missing the Queen's ability, we know how important that is, and we just talked about it. Playing here than playing at home, it is different. Pretty sure she wouldn't miss that at home, but she did here.
That's right. Neon Waves unfortunately missing the Queen's ability, but hey, she did not miss the Town Hall, so that was a 2-star attack. Still absolutely the bare minimum of what you need to win these Clan War Leagues, and actually something to remember, as Woody well said earlier, the opposing team has 31 stars, so they have to get at least 1 3-star to tie, 2 3-stars to lock it down. Of course, 2-starring the rest of the bases as well.
Will be a challenge, that's for sure, but that's what we're here, right? We want to see them be showing their best and even being under a bit of pressure. I like that. Like, it shouldn't be too easy. So let's see. We'll be up next, obviously. They're not talking a bit about it. Yeah, everyone checking once again. Do you know when you want to use your ability? Don't want to miss that. I like that. They're a bit more calm in front of the match than the Dark Lotus we saw in Season 1. And Tricky is up next. Saw him in the interview. Let's see how he does here.
Tricky coming in now with what looks like a Queen Walk attack, and sorry about that, Woody. The attack starting off with some nice bowlers to create a funnel. Unfortunately, they just missed that Archer Tower. Meanwhile, we have some balloons and the King going in from the top. Unfortunately, he misses the Town Hall. Tricky probably didn't plan this attack to go this way. I'm interested to see how Tricky adjusts his plan now to compensate.
Yeah, we saw one of the biggest ground-based assaults in the last matchup here with Bowler Witch, and now we're going a bit more air-focused here with the Lava Hound Balloon combo. But like you said, those first 2 stages of the attack not really going in Tricky's favor there. Barbarian King meeting up with a lot of resistance over on that Town Hall. The Giga Tesla dealing a ton of damage, and this balloon's just not enough to claim the first star yet.
Queen Walk actually making her way in, taking out the air defense before the air defense gets her healers. So now she has to deal with that sweeper in the core, but she's got some access to some key defenses. So things are looking up. Definitely pulling out that Clan Castle was a highlight for this Queen Walk so far. We have no poison spell. There's a poison spell. I was about to say I didn't see it, but poison spell has been deployed, so we're good there. And now the Lalo has been deployed straight into that tornado trap. I'm sure that the base builder planned for this, thinking a lot of people are probably going to try to do some sort of Lalo in from this angle, and threw down the tornado trap to slow it down.
Balloons also pulled to the very top corner of this base. A really tricky Tesla dropped right up there, and preventing Tricky from getting those balloons into the compartment there where you see that Inferno Tower. A bit of an unfortunate start, and the continuation is not getting very much better here, Klaus.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, we're definitely going to, we have the 1, we're definitely, I believe, going to get the 2 as long as this Queen can take out the Eagle Artillery, or at least there we go. Okay, I was going to say the minions better speed up their process here in doing the cleanup. So Tricky got the 2, he got the bare minimum. Now we're going to try to get as much percentage as possible going forward. I don't think this Queen, no, Queen lost the Queen fight.
Grand Warden could still do a lot of damage. He's got long range out here, and with the healers able to keep him going a little bit longer here. Looks like the Clan Castle's not going to go down, and oof. Still have a couple of minions up there at the top, Klaus.
Right, so because that Eagle Artillery there in the middle went down, these minions have all the time in the world to get as much percentage as possible, which is always a good thing. Unfortunately, that Queen Walk in the core got stunted by this sweeper, and then the enemy Queen got the Queen, so just a lot of things went wrong there. Unfortunate for Tricky, but hey, like we say, that 2 stars bare minimum, and I would like to see, you know, the percentages go up from here. Generally, these 1 Hive 2 stars are, you know, upwards of 90%. So we have high standards for 1 Hive, though, definitely, and hoping to see that go forward here.
Another disappointment, it seems. It was the 2 stars that they need, but definitely not the progress on that attack that they were hoping for. It seems like a tough day for 1 Hive.
The Lalo coming out of the CC was a big problem here because the Queen, I mean, that's what the Lava Hound in the CC is known for, is slowing down the attack, and that's exactly what happened. Now the Queen is way behind the progress of the attack, and that enemy Queen would have went down had it been a regular CC, possibly something like a Witch or a Baby Dragon.
Or my regular CC, Woody and Klaus. That's how we roll. I said that. That's how a Clan Castle should be. Hopefully, Scorpion knows how his attack should be. The next one upcoming. He had 2 so far, 2 times 2 stars. That's what 1 Hive achieved. But, as Klaus said, they need at least 1 free star to even out the score today.
Scorpion actually coming in with this attack with yet another Lala, but look at that, he's got 8 power potioned bowlers. Of course, the whole thing is power potion. I just want to point out the blue flame there. Very unusual for anybody who has never used a power potion. There are a lot of players that actually have never used them for whatever reason, but it's really, really interesting to see these the blue flames at the bottom. But the attack has begun here with the CC being lured. Yet another Lava Hound Baby Dragon combination. It looks like a very prevalent strategy right now. It's a good defending CC because it completely stunts the Queen in progress, and if the Queen isn't near, those lava pups that bust out of that Lava Hound can really put a hurt on any troop that it runs into.
Scorpion did manage to get a pretty early CC pull here, and I think that with that poison spell going down now, he's going to have not too much difficulty handling the rest of the troops here. We're going to see that Grand Warden ability going off, that Life War providing all the attacking troops over in the right side compartment a little bit more power for their pushing. Barbarian King still up and swinging away at air defenses. That's exactly what we want to see going down, especially because with Lava Loon in the army camps, Scorpion is going to be focused on his aerial assault.
And the aerial assault he may focus on, but right now that Queen better go down. Good thing his Queen had the ability, otherwise it would have been a total trade-off. His Queen for her.
Center air defense.
Got it. Yes, perfect. Yes, so we have only 1 air defense left in this attack. It's looking really good for Scorpion, and I'm saying if he can get that Eagle Artillery down rather quickly, we might have a chance, but what's happening to all of his balloons? It's like they're, he didn't quite get that sweeper there at the bottom. That's why the Inferno Tower and the Expo there at the bottom didn't go down. He is going to get the Eagle, Get the eagle. There you go. So that's good for cleanup, but it doesn't look like the balloons are going to be able to pull it off here and grab that 3 for them.
Not this time, Klaus. The sort of thing you got to remember with these attacks, though, is that One Hive players are trying to get the 3 stars. They're trying to eliminate the entirety of the enemy base, and oftentimes that requires some very careful pathing for these troops. If it doesn't turn out at the very beginning that you think that you're going to get all 3, then sometimes it's safer to just switch off and go for a high percentage 2-star. Looks like Scorpion might have had that in mind toward the final stages of that attack once he realized the air sweeper hadn't been finished off.
Scorpion, an Australian sapphire miner in real life, though I've never seen him use miners in the game. I asked him that. It's like, do you like miners? He's like, not really. So I find it a little bit ironic. Yeah, he gets enough of that in real life. But I'm wondering here, I mean, with that 30 seconds, this one Winion is going to be able to take out that gold storage and accumulate just a little bit more percentage. As we always say, every building counts, every point counts. You never want to end an attack early.
Just every minion is a Winion to you, isn't it, Klaus?
Well, this one definitely is. I mean, look at him.
What about him makes him a...
Just look at him.
Okay, I'm looking.
Okay, he's a Winion. Can't you tell? You can't tell, can you?
No.
Well, I'll try to explain it to you later.
I don't have the sight.
I'll try to. You don't have the vision. You just don't see. It's because, well, it's because I decided he was.
Yeah, I just want to say normally a Winion is when they get a star with that one minion in the end. That's why it's a win. It's okay, Klaus. Never mind. Klaus is just really friendly and he want to make sure that all the minions feel good. That's why they're all Winions.
That's right. Scorpion was actually a really good beginning to this attack with an early CC lure, getting that town hall, everything funneling into the core. He had a good start, just unfortunately wasn't able to close it out at the end.
Yeah, another 2-star for One Hive. So far, we're still waiting for that 3-star that they really, really need. So that means they still need to go for that risky shot. They want to get tactics that might allow them for a 3-star. And up next is Chops. Let's see if he can do it. Bring the first 3-star and all those tornado trap dancers back to life.
Chubbs with yet another power potion. He's got what looks like a hog attack. This is the first one we've seen today. I'm very partial to the hog attacks. I like to see them happen. I like to see them get 3 stars, especially because I think they're a bit underutilized right now in the game of Clash of Clans, especially in Clan War leagues. Given that you can't attack a base more than 1 time, people generally stick with safer attack strategies, or what they presume is safer, like say like a Bowler Witch combination, or possibly Electro Dragons. So it's always good to see an attacker go with the hog attack in the beginning.
I'm not sure what that balloon at the very beginning was supposed to do here for Chubbs, if it was meant to go toward that wizard tower and try to lure up the CC or what, but nevertheless the CC has popped out now. Hopefully that Archer Queen will be able to lock on the baby dragon first. It does the most damage between it and the Lava Hound, so I think that it's gone down now. This bottom compartment is taking a big hit. Bowlers and Wallwrecker are making it very close to the Town Hall. Jumps to help out that Golem and get it even closer there, Klaus.
You know, Chubbs would have been here in studio, but he had to go to his best friend's wedding. You know, I think that's a very good reason to miss a live stream. One of the few, actually. So best of luck to him. I wonder if he's like sitting in the wedding right now doing his attack, or if it's done or what. But either way, the beginning of this attack has gone strong so far. It was a really big core dive, actually. He had to go a long way to get this Town Hall, and it looks like now the Queen, is she going to be able to get the Town Hall? Come on, Queen.
Got it.
Come on.
A couple more shots there.
She gets it. She gets the king. That was amazing. Great value for that kill squad. And now the Hogs are going to make their way in. Unfortunately, that Queen is still alive. I wonder what his plan is for that Queen.
Yeah, she could cause a bit of difficulty here for this attack. I think that Chubbs might have been hoping that the Queen would be drawn down into that south central compartment. That would have enabled his attacking Queen and maybe even the Grand Warden to engage her. As it stands, though, those Hog Riders are just going to get shredded by this Archer Queen.
Even if they're healed, that's the crazy part. Like under heal, and generally speaking, you think of a hog and you think, all right, they're good, they're invulnerable if they have a heal spell. But unfortunately, this Queen can. I think it takes her only 2 shots to take them out, so the heal isn't fast enough and completely stunned. So anytime you want to use a hog attack, you really want to try to get this Queen down. I'm really wondering why Chubbs chose not to try to do that in this attack.
Yeah, pop. Doesn't take her much long at all to be able to finish off a Hog Rider. And all we have left for this attack is a little bit of cleanup over on the right top side of that base.
Are these What are these called? Like wizards? Are we going to try to? No, that doesn't work.
Let's just call them wizards.
They're just wizards.
They're just wizards.
These are just wizards. Good job, wizards. Keep up the good work. Accumulating percentage. That bomb tower is about to see them, though. Yep, there we go. Oh, and an Inferno tower, too. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, then Chubbs actually did I think he did a good job, though. I think this is not the best percentage that we've seen so far, Woody?
It might be. I can't quite recall, Klaus.
Well, it's pretty good. 79% 2-star for Chubbs.
Not bad. Still no 3-star. Where are all those 3 stars? I was waiting for them. I really thought they will make them early and then relax. But nope. Didn't seem like that.
We still have a bit of time left. And remember, we're attacking from bottom to top. So we're going from the number 15 attacker from one hive all the way up to the number 1. You would typically expect the number 1 to have a little bit beefier units, a little bit more upgraded, and maybe even a little bit more experienced in terms of strategy. So I'm still holding out for that 3-star.
Let's hope that Cass has all the experience needed for a 3-star, because he's up next. We actually have a similar hairstyle now, but it was done by makeup, my hairstyle. Maybe he might have the same. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I will ask her later if she did the same to all of us.
All right, so heads up, we have Cass coming in with an attack that I actually was able to help with the planning. Actually, I just kind of showed up and suggested stuff, and it was a good time. But look at this. With the blimp full of balloons, manages to pull the CC and take out 2 air defenses. Cass has Electro Dragons, so of course the air defenses are the number 1 nemesis of Electro Dragons, and so to be able to take them all out at the beginning without a single Electro Dragon being deployed is kind of huge. So Cass pops the Queen's ability, takes out an air defense and the enemy baby dragon. Now, is there going to be a 4th? Yes, the Queen takes out the 4th air defense. And now the attack begins here with the Electro Dragons diving into the core bit. I mean, it already looks good for Cass. The very fact that there's no air defenses anymore.
No more air defenses, but there is still a single target Inferno. They're right next to the Town Hall. Oh, it looks like he's actually soaking a little bit of that damage using the balloon. Very nice strategy there from Cass. I'm not even really too concerned about these air sweepers. They're both pointed to the bottom right section of the base, so it looks like Cass with that quick hit early on with the Battle Blimp is able to get a significant portion of the anti-air finished off here. Grand Warden ability is going to go off right as soon as that Archer Queen starts to engage the troops, and I think that Cass has actually got a great Electro hit starting off so far.
He absolutely does. He managed to use his Grand Warden's Eternal Tome perfectly to protect the troops from both the Gigabomb and the enemy Queen. Now with that Eagle Artillery going down and the last raid spell being deployed, there's only a couple of air targeting point defenses. You know, there's a big difference between a Wizard Tower and an Archer Tower, in that the Archer Tower usually does more damage per shot to a single unit than, say, a Wizard Tower that hits a lot of little troops and kills them all at once. So at this point, we are at 3 Electro Dragons left, and only really 1. Oh, wait, you got an Expo over there. We got 2 air targeting point defenses. So things are looking good, but is he going to be able to get the lucky bounces from the Chain Lightning to get that 3-star?
I think he's probably got it. These Electro Dragons are flying really slowly, but still with just under a minute left. I think Cass is not worried about the timeout. The only thing that could spell doom for this raid is if those dragons happen to be low on hit points. I didn't quite notice, but that one is getting a little bit low there.
Yeah, that one doesn't look good.
Oh, he's got one that half hit points, though, and I think that ought to be enough. Man, it's going to get really close.
Oh,
that air bomb going off is not going to help him at all, though, Klaus.
Come on. Yeah. Yo, come on. Let's go, Electro Dragon. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just hoping.
Can it chain onto the Archer Tower?
No, it's only a 1-tile spacing. So close. Cass with a 98% 2-star. That was the best attack we've seen so far, but doesn't quite get it done.
And I thought I just need to back for those 3 stars and it will happen. That was very close, but unfortunately not enough, even with all those E-Drags doing their best.
Oh, and look, that left side Archer Tower barely has any hit points left. There's actually a big lightning spell dropped from an Electro Dragon right onto that tower. If he had made it anywhere close, it would have been finished off.
Yeah, finishing off. Sometimes that's important, but unfortunately, that was enough. Finishing off is important, man.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Always. Hello. I don't start a job if I'm not going to finish it, Renee. What are you saying? You're going to leave us here in a minute?
Or do
They
not.
start
Are
a
you
lot
about
of
to
jobs.
leave us? Is that what you're telling us?
No, they start a lot of jobs not finishing it. Let's hope that Pain Rain can finish his job and get 3 stars and then secure all of us, because then they might have a chance to win. Still no 3 stars from one hive.
they're on track for at least getting 30 stars. Every attack that we've seen so far has been 2. So if you extrapolate, 2 times 15, 30. So we're doing good, but we do need another 3-star in order to take the win, with the opposing clan having 31.
Actually, just for a tie, they would need the 3 stars. They would need to 3-star twice to get the win, right?
That's true, that's true. And we have seen some really good percentages so far out of the 2 stars, but we have had a few lower ones. So you never know. I mean, absolutely we want, you're right, 2 3-stars to actually ensure the victory here. And Pain Rain bringing in a wall record coming in. I feel like we saw this exact same base recently. Does that look familiar to you, Woody?
I can't quite remember all the bases that we've seen, but
it looks familiar to me.
They started to just merge together at one point, Klaus.
Well, what I'm saying, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, that if you find a base online or from a friend, be sure that you adjust it a little bit, because if somebody sees the base on, say, a Clash of Clans Supercell live stream, everybody in the world's going to know where all the traps are. So be very careful where you're getting your bases if you choose not to build them your own. But hey, you know, we've been trying to bring you guys some base building techniques from some of the best here at One Hive, and some more of that coming later today. So maybe you guys can continue to learn and start building your own bases. I'm hoping to start doing my own as well.
Haste spells pair very well with the balloons, which go quite slowly, but if they're able to track onto target, they can deal a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Unfortunately, they're all starting to clump up, and that's not too good. Especially when they're landing right on top of Wizard Tower like that. They're going to take a lot of damage, but I don't know, Klaus. I think that, once again, we're going to come up a little bit short on this one.
You know, this group of balloons, if this Archer Tower goes down, there you go. This group of balloons on the right-hand side may just fly right into this Inferno Tower. Oh, come on. No, don't slow down. What are you, okay, nope. Oh, this is another one of those situations, you're right, where it just fell just short. 2 air targeting defenses. We have a whole bunch of pups and minions, and if they all kind of targeted these defenses at the same time and weren't distracted, we might still be able to get that 3-star, but it's not looking likely yet.
Yeah.
It's not looking likely.
Archer Tower and air defense can deal a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Once again, especially against these really low hit point units, and that Archer Tower with pretty long range is about to start engaging. And yeah, as you can see here, 1-shotting those level pups, 2-shotting all the minions. Air defense has no trouble taking them down either.
Oof. So yes, if they had gone directly, if they had just decided to argue with programming and go directly to that Archer Tower or directly to that air defense, then they could have maybe overwhelmed it. But unfortunately, the pathing just wasn't right, and it looks like it's going to be a 95% 2-star for Pain Rain on this one.
Giving him 1-star on top just for the effort. On all those attacks, still no 3-star.
Nope.
Seems to be like the story of the evening, maybe.
No stars for effort, Renee.
No. But I made them out of paper to give them to them, no?
Oh, yeah. You can give them a little silver star.
But it can't be the golden
stars. Exactly.
Here we have the Town Hall breakdown, the Tornado Trap. Good start, but unfortunate. Didn't quite pull it off with that 95%.
And I was practicing the Tornado Trap dance the whole night to do it today on every single 3-star, and I planned to do it like 15 times, basically.
Well, let's not forget, this clan that they're up against is currently #1. So they're tough. They have probably the best bases out there. They have probably some of the best attackers of the 8, obviously, aside from One Hive. So the competition is pretty stiff here today. I mean, you know, but still, I believe One Hive could definitely pull out multiple 3-stars.
One Hive. You see? Help me out.
No, you're doing a great job by yourself. I'm just going to let you continue to rant while I talk about this attack that we have going here. Jelio going in on number 12. We got a little bit of a funnel going on with the boulder bounce up there at the top, and then the left, some wall wrecker action leading directly into that eagle compartment. You see a lot of this actually, where you can lead, if you can keep the wall wrecker alive, it'll just continue breaking through walls, and you can go all the way through the base if you choose to try to make that happen with free spells and whatnot. So that's not what he decided to do here, but he did take out the eagle using a clan castle full of Valkyries.
CC's pulled from the center there. You actually saw a wizard in this one. Wizard and balloon, the complementing troops to that lava hound instead of a baby dragon this time. Poison able to take out that balloon with no problem though, and this Archer Queen has a lot of hit points to get through on that lava hound, but fortunately there's not very many point defenses firing at her right now, Klaus.
That's right, but hey, fortunately, Jelio coming in with a minor attack, and so that queen that he did not prioritize on purpose here coming into the start of the attack, you want to get rid of the Eagle Artillery because when the Eagle Artillery shoots, it does splash damage to an area around that that launch point. So of course, miners are very vulnerable to the Eagle Artillery. And look at that, we have a healer switch. The healers want to help out the miners, but are there enough over there to get that Town Hall down?
I think that there are, Klaus. There's quite a few on the backside of that Town Hall. Unfortunately, they won't have any trouble with the Gigabomb burying underneath right as soon as it goes off. And there's still quite a few miners left on the top right side of this base. They're fortunately going to get some benefit from those heal spells and the Grand Warden's life or going to keep them healthy a bit longer as well. I think that this is getting the closest to a 3-star that we've seen so far, but I'm kind of worried about this Tesla farm out on the right side.
Yeah, that Tesla farm way up there at the top is a bit scary. Unfortunately, the Queen has already used her her ability there, so she was not able to save herself. But we have a weird, interesting miner split off here, where some of the miners are going up. They'll maybe handle the Tesla, and some more miners at the bottom that, well, there's only a few. Yeah, no, unlucky split, actually, because the healers actually decided to attack onto the Grand Warden. Actually, man, miners are so hard to follow. It's so hard to tell. There's a lot more miners up here than I had originally thought. So, no, actually, the more I look at it, the more I flip-flop.
Well, those miners are having a bit of difficulty handling both sides of this attack. The Grand Warden's going to help them out on the top side, and that's just going to leave 30 seconds left to see if this can still somehow be turned into a 3-star. Fortunately, miners don't need any help on the cleanup. They are willing to attack non-defense structures, and here you can see them taking out a couple of elixir storages and gold mines. Why don't we zoom out a bit and see what we still have left over there on the bottom left side of the base, though, because I knew that there were a few defensive structures still left. Oh, man. Just a little bit too much here, and even if they had the ability to kill these towers, I think that this timeout is just going to leave them short of the 3-star again, Klaus.
Man, Jelio's best attack so far been a 97% 2-star, that 92% unfortunate, but still a good percentage going forward in the rest of this Clan War League.
It shows the potential, but I'm not sure today, like, are they unlucky or traps, or is it just missing out on execution?
It may be a combination of the two. I mean, we have ourselves better bases, maybe a little bit more nerves. It's hard to say, to be honest.
We need to figure out, or they need to figure out. Depends on. We could help them. Go over there.
You go hop over there.
We can help them just by staying out of their way.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We'll see. They got some attacks left, and NeZaX is up next. Maybe he can grab the 3 stars that they really, really need to at least have a tie here tonight.
Well, looks like NeZaX has actually found that Tesla farm on the left-hand side. That might be a problem, but it looks like he had a backup plan just in case with the haste and the balloons. That completely wiped out the left-hand side. Good funnel if that was the intention, but also that clan castle was lured as well. So now the Queen Walk can handle it just fine, and then get up in there and possibly even get rid of the enemy Queen.
NeZaX is a very experienced attacker. He has been able to pull down some 3-stars previously in this Clan War League season. He's going to be using a Lava Hound Balloon combo this time, which is going to give you a real good chance at 3-star if you're able to take out these air defenses circling the base. Unfortunately, with 3 of them still up, he might have a bit of difficulty keeping these balloons on target, but with the Arch Queen going down, at least he's got that going for him, right, Klaus?
Wow, yes, NeZaX, I'm pretty convinced that NeZaX is a wall breaker professional. I don't know if you saw that, but he sent in his trick wall breaker just to make sure there's no bombs and stuff, and then he dropped the rage and sent 2 wall breakers to break into that second level of walls. So that was really, really nice, giving the Queen access now to that Eagle Artillery, and as soon as he knew that Queen was going to get that Eagle Artillery, the La Lune portion starts coming in. So it's looking really good for NeZaX so far. Everything going according to plan. Possibly not the Queen banging on the wall there, but hey, she sees something she likes on the other side.
Beautiful placement with that Queen, able to take out a couple of those defenses in the center, as well as the Eagle Artillery. Fortunately, that Lava Hound and the Grand Warden have evaded the black mines that you saw going off there, attacking the balloons instead. We're going to see the Town Hall going down very shortly, and with some haste spells right on top of these balloons, they got another chance at life here to try to take out this air defense up top and then circle around to the bottom left side of the base. There's only 30% left remaining from them to finish off, Klaus.
A second chance at life. That's kind of like the Eternal Tome from that Grand Warden. Perfectly popped at the perfect time. These balloons are doing well, making their way through to the last portion of the base with defenses, and with that final haste spell now being deployed. And also notice that NeZaX has 1 balloon left. Hopefully that is the distraction for that wizard tower. Nope, it looks like, unfortunately, that balloon got just showed up just a little bit too late here. But I don't know. He actually, oh, that's what he was doing. He was bringing the healers across to just distract the wizard tower there for a moment. I don't know if you saw that healer just kind of drift on in and get shot down, but that was probably the changer right there, the game changer, and the clan goes wild, clapping and cheering for their clanmate. It looks like NeZaX has gotten his, looks like his 4th 3-star.
10 seconds left, Klaus. I don't want to call it too soon.
No, he's got
a lot of troops here.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
Okay.
Positivity
5,
is everything.
4.
Come on.
3.
Come on.
2.
Let's go.
1.
Yes. NeZaX
got
with
it.
a 3-star.
Wow, those are winions. That are winions. Now you can call them like that. They did it.
Those are the winions.
They did it in the last second.
The winions
Finally.
that were promised.
Yeah, I told everyone about 3 stars. Here they are.
That's what we needed, and NeZaX with this excellent deployment and the Warden's ability, perfect timing for that Gigabomb. And then, of course, we had that clutch finish at the end with, I think the genius of that attack, honestly, was the ground troops bringing the healers over to distract that Wizard Tower. Honestly, that was a brilliant move by NeZaX.
Perfect planning, leading through 3-star. And I know why they showed the animation over there, because they were really afraid of me doing that tornado then. So that's why Klaus was preparing to be on camera, but he wasn't. Eric is on camera. He's up next. Still 6 attacks after his attack, but they got the 3 stars they needed. Finally, they can at least get a tie.
One Hive at 19 stars, the opposing clan with 31. And it looks like Eric is coming in with the Laloon. Actually, right before the war and before we started with the stream, I was like, hey, Eric, are we going to see another epic dragon attack? And he's like, no, I've got to go with the Laloon. I've got to, the base that I'm hitting won't work with dragons. And it looks like, unfortunately, the blimp deployment did not get that air defense he was aiming for, but he did get the CC Hound. So that's 1 for 2 in objectives here. And now the enemy heroes are
Tesla's over here on the right side, Klaus. That'll actually be pretty good as this kill squad is well equipped to be able to handle them. Balloons are moving in now to try to help out these heroes as they make it toward the town hall to claim the first easy star for this base.
Eric focused on the screen right now, and we have JC behind him over his shoulder spotting. That's what they're doing. They have a friend, because as you're trying to deploy, you're thinking about where the things are in the base you need to click, and it's always good to have a second person either on voice chat helping you spot the easy things, like don't forget your Warden ability or something along those lines. So JC definitely getting it, helping out his friend a lot there, his clanmate. But now with that Town Hall down, the Laloon portion of this attack is going in. I'm a bit worried about that enemy queen having not gone down yet, but he does have a skeleton spell. I'm looking forward to seeing how he deploys that one.
I think it's going to be Skeleton with a Rage right there in the center on top of the Eagle. As soon as he gets some balloons a little bit closer there and finds the value, we can expect that Skeleton spell to distract this. There we go, they distract the enemy queen. Oh, with a freeze on top, very nice. The skeletons are going to start spawning and attacking the queen right away. Unfortunately, that king still alive is going to cause a little bit of difficulty for them. He's going to go down pretty soon here now, and I think that this actually might be getting close to a 3 at this point, Klaus.
It's looking good. There's a lot of balloons, but there's no more speedy spells. There's no haste, there's no rage. So unless these balloons go directly for this Inferno Tower now.
Go for it.
There we go. Get over here, guys. Come on. Oh, fell just short. Yes.
That multi-Inferno is absolute destruction for balloons.
Man, yeah, you could see the high fives. There we go. That's good sportsmanship. Eric definitely wanted to get that 3-star. He has 3-star twice in war number 4 and war number 5 here. He was MVP both times he got 3 stars, by the way. So we'll see. I guess it won't be him today. Could be still. That was a good attack, but just not quite the 3-star that we're always looking for.
A little bit of cleanup left for these minions all around. I'm wondering what could have gone differently there to provide the 3-star for Eric. I think that he had a great plan set up. He actually did manage to take out the Archer Queen. The CC wasn't an issue. He finished off the Town Hall pretty early on in the raid. Just that last Inferno Tower at the bottom just obliterated his balloons. Was there anything that he could have used to have made that go down a bit sooner, Klaus?
You know, I think that the air defense not going down to the blimp at the beginning with the Clan Council balloons and the rage spell was probably the turning point for him. Obviously, the enemy queen not going down didn't help either because of all the trap Teslas near that town hall as well. So a lot of things were probably went a bit differently than the way Eric expected them to go.
We'll take a quick look at the replay here. Those balloons doing a little Tokyo drift through that tornado trap there. Archer Queen does take down that town hall right at the very beginning, though. Good for her.
She did good. She did great.
She did well.
Did indeed, but we saw that it is important to know if you want to do Inferno Tower single or multi. Because normally I hear you guys saying, it's like, oh, that single was better and all that. But hey, that was Inferno Tower on multi, and it was needed at a position to make sure that OneHive can't grab a 3-star, but they want another one. They send in JC next. He was scout on the attack before, now he's in there himself. Let's see.
JC is a pro attacker for OneHive, has been able to secure 3 stars several times in the past, and he's going up against the number 15 base. This is a really crucial hit for the OneHive clan, trying to close the gap with their opponents and even pull out ahead if they can.
Unfortunately, JC sent his blimp right over that Eagle artillery with the Electro, and so Electro Dragon and balloons in the core, drop a clone, drop a rage, and they literally got everything that they didn't need to get. He wanted to get the Eagle, he wanted to get at least one air defense. He didn't get any, but he did get the enemy CC, and I believe he also got the enemy Queen. Correct me if I'm wrong here. No, looks like he did. So he got a few things, just not all the things.
That's right. Of course, there's always a lot of enemies on the list of targets that you're hoping that your troops can take out. This time, though, JC falling a little bit short with that Electro. Nevertheless, we still have 3 Lava Hounds and 28 balloons in this army camp, but not able to take out the Town Hall even is going to make this a bit of an awkward attack. JC might be forced to actually revert and go for the 2-star at this point.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he goes for the Town Hall. He deployed his Laloon on the Town Hall side to make sure that that Town Hall went down. Now he absolutely must. He must get that 50% to get that 2-star. If all goes well, he'll be able to get it and then some, but the 3-star is definitely out of question for him right now. Unfortunately, we'd love to see guys get 3 stars, multiple 3 stars in a row. As JC has actually got 3. He got 3 stars in the first 3 wars. We haven't seen one from him since, so maybe the lights, camera, action got to him a little bit. But at this point, it looks like JC does have that 2-star. But like I said, there's no chance for that 3-star. Those balloons are dropping quick, and there's no support from anywhere coming.
Yeah, no more tanking for these loons, unfortunately, but JC did recognize that he needed to get as much percentage as he possibly could, since this actually could wind up being a war that does go down to percentage. OneHive trying to close the gap, but if all they get is 2 stars against their opponents, it's going to be a really close one that goes down to overall damage, Klaus.
Absolutely. We haven't seen a tie yet, so it would be interesting. Of course, we all want OneHive to get 3 stars from here on out, but yes, at that point, total destruction will totally matter, and that means wait until the very last troop goes down, no matter how long the sitting in waiting is. Like in this case. Look at these couple of Winions doing their thing, getting that gold storage. Renee looks at me like, those are not Winions, Klaus.
You're still not getting it, right?
No, I'm just trolling you.
All right.
The epic troll.
Hey man,
Klaus
80%
Gaming.
2-star for JC. That was not bad at all though. Great recovery.
I thought about not saying anything just to troll him now, but I think that's too much. No, let's have a look at the replay.
He had to change his plan on the fly here. I'm not sure if his plan was to deploy the Laloon right over that Town Hall, but that did give him the opportunity to get his balloons in with the Warden ability to get that 1st star so that he can at least get that 2 for his team.
Not being able to repeat the 3 stars they had before. Another 2 stars now for OneHive, so that means they still need to be in this if they want to win it. They need to be focused right now. Let's see, Sam Forever is up next.
Sam Forever starting the attack with a bowler bounce. Yet again, we're seeing a lot of that type of funneling. I would say that's a fancy funnel when you can drop 1 bowler and get 2 balloons that are stacked like that. So that's a good start so far. And the Queen Walk actually beginning up at the top, and miners sitting in the army camps here. So I'm really enjoy watching these miner attacks. As we've said before, they're difficult to follow. You have to watch not how many troops you have on the field, but how quickly the buildings that they're targeting actually go down to kind of get a feel for how many are left on the field there. But at this point, he's breaking in. Excellent wall breaker ship. Is that a talent? Is that a job, an occupation? Wall breaker ship. And then come in to get this enemy queen, possibly even the Eagle artillery before the miners have a chance to come in to the attack.
Sam unfortunately lost a couple of wizards out there on the right side to an archer tower that just wouldn't seem to stop firing. This archer queen on offense now trying to get down that Eagle artillery and finish off the CC troops. She ought to be able to get it done. She still has her ability, and even though she's locked onto the Lava Hound here, a poison spell is keeping everything nice and slowed down for her so that she has a chance to finish them off.
The King actually, well, actually, I was going to say the King's coming in, but actually with one Wizard, he was able to create the funnel and get all of the miners to go into the core and follow the wall wrecker. Notice that the wall wrecker and the miners now driving toward that town hall. So this is a good start for Sam. He needs to get this Eagle artillery down now as soon as possible. There was one shot, but that one shot could possibly be, okay, I was expecting the Grand Warden's ability there, but Sam holding on to it for a more dire situation. King on this side actually creating the funnel, keeping those miners interested in the core, getting into that town hall. And a rage spell should get them through this town hall super fast. Look how many miners there are there. That was brutal. That town hall went down so fast there, Woody.
That Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability being used right as soon as that Inferno Tower starts to lock onto the miners. A lot of damage there in the core of the base is being negated, fortunately, by that Grand Warden. Also, thankfully, that Archer Queen is now synced up with the Grand Warden, so that she ought to be able to get a lot of value right alongside her buddy there. What's going up? In top central. Oh,
Yeah. It's a
Valkyrie
Valkyrie from the Clan Castle, actually. Been banging on the wall for the past minute, and then the Queen turns around to also do the same, because the miners look like they've got this lower section handled here, Woody. I mean, it looks good so far. The team looks like they're celebrating. I don't know if it's a little premature, but there's a lot of miners left and only one defense, which is point defense. And we have one more splash damage. It's just a mortar, no big deal. Queen to the rescue to take it out. It's looking like it's going to be our second 3-star of the day from Sam Forever now. And the team actually celebrates. I hope you guys can hear that.
That's it, 100% 3-star for the One Hives. Yeah, they have something to celebrate now in the studio, but it's not over yet. Day 6 is not done for them.
The Grand Warden's ability pop there, and with the Ray spell, those miners are able to take out that town hall fast and furious, leaving a couple buildings behind, but hey, one random Valkyrie out of the wall wrecker handled them nicely.
You want to leave something behind so others can have some fun as well, right? I mean, if you go in there in full force, don't take everything. Come on, let someone else have some of the fun as well.
Oh, a bunch of troops had some fun at that one, Renee. Believe me, I saw it. The Queen actually went back for some more, too. And ultimately, it was the demise of the base. Sam Forever getting the second 3-star. And now we have an attack coming in from Indicut. And looks like it's going to be an Electro Dragon raid. We saw one of those earlier. It didn't quite get that 3-star. But let's see if Indicut can pull this one off here with 7 Electro Dragons, 9 balloons, and some funneling troops.
Yeah, a little bit of support from those defense targeting balloons. Archer Queen up at the top here is going to try to take out that Inferno Tower and maybe go for a little bit more along the top here. She does not have any healers this time, though, so it's not really going to be a Queen walk, just a Sui Queen up in the top. We've got Electro Dragons going along the top left side of the base now. They have 3 air defenses to worry about in this top central section and 1 still on the bottom. Unfortunately, that air defense right next to the Archer Queen did not go down, and neither did the multi-target Inferno there, Klaus.
You know, he did a fantastic job here of putting down a few balloons first to pull out any Seeking Air Mines so that they hit the balloon instead of the Electro Dragon. Those coconut loons really coming in the clutch in this attack here. Also, that Grand Warden ability, obviously you need to keep that Grand Warden ability until that Giga Bomb goes off. And Indicut so far doing that really, really well. Now, there's only a couple of Electro Dragons left. 1 on the left and 2 on the right. And the one on the left has no health left, goes down. But is there enough now at this point, with only 2 Electro Dragons, to be able to wipe out this entire base? It doesn't look good.
Rider. Yeah, that's going to be a no for me, dog. We did have a lot of damage kind of concentrated on the top left side of the base, and even though he used Coconut Loons to try to draw out those Seeking Air Mines, a couple of Black Bombs did make it through onto those Electro Dragons, hampering their initial efforts there to try to take out this base. We still do have the solid 2-star, and with One Hive on track to actually win this war now with only 3 more remaining 2-star hits. They got to be pretty happy with what Indicut has been able to deliver so far. A lot of spells still left in the army camp, so I'm kind of noticing that Indicut probably expected that this would be going a little bit further.
Exactly, that's what you're saying, the spells. We have a Rage and we have a Freeze. This could very well be the air defense if they can focus. Okay, they unfortunately went for this Elixir Collector. I would have loved to see, where are you going? Oh, there's a Tesla down here. I would have loved to have seen that Electro Dragon under Rage take out that frozen air defense, because then there really wasn't a lot to stop the Electro Dragons. Of course, I think the Expos do do a lot of damage there. So unfortunately,
said dude.
I know, I tried not to, but it just came out anyway. Into kit now with an 87% 2-star. Great attack, but just not that triple that we're growing accustomed to seeing from OneHive.
Not enough Electro Dragons at the end, not enough power to take down the enemy base completely. But 2 stars, that's solid.
The Electro Dragons coming in, like Woody said, we saw a few Seeking Air Mines coming up from the bottom of the ground there and taking out Electro Dragons. You lose 1 Electro Dragon and the attack goes wayward. So unfortunately, didn't quite get it done. But now we have Alex 86 coming in with once more a miner attack. We gotta love these miner attacks. We're seeing a few of them here today, and they all seem to do pretty well.
We saw Alex get an unfortunate 1-star earlier in this week, and so we're just hoping that he can clinch the 2 in this attack. He's got 20 miners here, which are quite reliable attackers. I'd say that they're a bit more likely to be able to get that Town Hall finished off and then just worry about percentage afterwards.
That's right. The miners actually seem like the type of strategy that I would want to start trying to use. Like if you were just now Tunnel 12 or just now trying to use do war attacks, I think a Queen Walk with some miners may be a good starting point, just because it's like, you know, set up your funnel, throw down your miners, and then just watch and throw heal spells down. It's not that I'm saying it's simple, but hey, I'd rather start with a miner attack than doing something like a Lalu Go Wee Wee Below Below or something.
What?
Yeah, that's an attack.
Are you speaking English right now, Klaus? Come on.
I never speak. I speak Klaus.
Oh, the Archer Queen Walk up at the top is getting a lot of value, taking out a lot of spread out buildings that were outside of those walls. The wall wrecker coming on in right in front of her to be able to demolish these defenses and keep the Archer Queen nice and healthy behind her big tank out in front. We've got an Eagle artillery going down now thanks to these Valkyries swinging away in the center. And as soon as this Archer Queen finishes off the Lava Hound, she should have another opportunity to continue the attack. I'm just worried about these Teslas just doing a lot of damage to the healers.
Yes, right now the healers are completely vulnerable. That Tesla just shooting them down left and right. Hopefully this Queen decides, nope, she wants to go for the Wizard Tower. But we can see on the left-hand side this King starting the funnel. Queen pops her ability, and now a whole bunch of miners, like I said, just throw them all down and watch them go. It's a lot of fun to see this. We're going to see probably an early heal here. We do have a Wizard Tower. Oh, that's the early Grand Warden ability. Okay, I like it. Look at them backtrack to save the Warden. They're like, I got you, bro. I got you. But here's the heal. Unfortunately, that Warden's ability will not be around. But hey, the miners going underground completely evades that Gigabomb's death damage. So now all they have to really deal with is, well, a whole bunch of other defenses.
All they have to deal with now is the rest of the entire base. 2/3 of it has been destroyed, though, and Alex has got a great hit early on here. Just unfortunately, a couple of heal spells might be a little bit too short to be able to keep these guys alive against so many defenses that remain. That multi-targeting Inferno, 2 Wizard Towers, actually scratched that. Just 1 Wizard Tower now thanks to that Archer Queen. Oh my god, the double giant bombs, that's terrible. Oh, it's getting awfully close here, Klaus.
He got a lot of a miner saved because of the heal spell, but it was a little late. And there was 3 giant bombs. Okay, there were 2 giant bombs. There's 2 giant bombs down there at the bottom. Queen actually still alive, but it looks like the attack is running out of time here. And that's going to be an 84% 2-star for Alex 86. I would have loved to have seen the 3-star with the miners, because they do seem super strong, but even a super strong strategy can't quite get it done.
Archer Queen making it to the center compartment here and taking out a lot of defensive value from the enemy here, but just not enough to get those miners to where they need to be.
Didn't work, but didn't work for the beginning. I mean, sometimes that's better. We saw today, like, failing at the beginning. Could be even harder. You need to adapt and all that, but he had the 2 stars very early for his team, but they still need some stars to actually pull ahead or even get a tie. But I think with 2 attacks still left, they will do good.
28 stars to 31. OneHive only 3 stars down, so level 8 Pidgey has a chance of tying it up right here. Using, again, the miners. I'm starting to really enjoy the miners. Like, you know, in the past, I would have said, like, yeah, Bowler Witch, my favorite. But I'm starting to think the Queen Walk Miner may actually be my favorite attack strategy at this point. Level 8 Pidgey using it here. The Rage spell on that Queen Walk. And it's going to be leading that Queen Walk around the base. And it looks like that funnel has now been established here to maybe get some miners in through the middle here next to the Eagle Artillery and that Inferno Tower in the middle.
Got some nice bowler bounce damage on that geared up Archer Tower there at the very top, helping out the Wall Wrecker and the Barbarian King as they start to make their way toward the Town Hall. That Wall Wrecker going straight toward the Town Hall, just like it always does. Has a huge amount of hit points. Recently introduced with the Town Hall 12 update, but you can use them if you have any Town Hall 12 players in your clan that are willing to donate them to you starting at level 10, actually.
Unfortunately, I have not seen the poison spell yet, so that Town Hall is about to, there we go. I was about to say we need that Town Hall to go down, but the minions actually came into the position and place that I expected them. That's good. We're going to be seeing the Eagle Artillery going down. We're going to see the enemy Queen going down. Of course, the multi-targeting Infernos against mass armies like the Mass Miner are very dangerous, and fortunately they were able to take that out as well. So that was a great rage spell, actually, if I want to be really specific. That rage spell was well placed, but also now these miners are going to be, I believe, tracking down and kind of working in unison here, in harmony with this Queen Walk, and if they can continue to wrap around this base, it looks like it's looking pretty good, to be honest.
It's a great start, but I don't think it's going to be a 3-star after all, Klaus. That CC just didn't have anything to counter it. It seemed like a pretty hopeful attempt from level 8 Pidgey to use that poison spell to just kill whatever was inside, but Lava Hound has a bit too many hit points to be able to do that, and with the Grand Warden down now, these miners are a little bit too few in number to be able to handle what remains of the space.
Well, with 74% down, it's already a great percentage, and he's got 50 seconds left before the attack is over. So, of course, these Giants are going to be absorbing some of the damage at this point, and I think it's really a smart play actually here using the Giants, because, yeah, sure, the miners might be getting targeted by a defense, but then once they go down and move to a new defense, then the troops actually target the Giants. Did you see the Queen almost get roasted?
I did, yeah. She got targeted by that single Inferno, and unfortunately the miners weren't able to get to it quickly enough. It hasn't gone down yet, and that might be the last final remaining thorn in level 8 Pidgey's side here before he's able to clear out this base. As soon as that, as soon as it targets the Queen, oh, never mind. She manages to juke and dodge outside of its range again.
Juke! Yeah, this Queen doing a lot of smart things here. I'm loving it. Now, of course, the Queen will help out with the X-Bow and will also help out with the Wizard Tower, but we're going to run just out of time. Not sure that level 8 Pidgey would have gotten it done within a few extra seconds, but hey, fantastic percentage. 97%, one of the highest we've seen today.
Hopefully what they need to win this war. Not much left anymore for them to actually grab stars.
That Town Hall going down, actually a great setup for the attack. The miners going to be going straight through and getting into that Inferno Tower and the Eagle Artillery. So it was a great setup, just didn't quite get it done, didn't quite pull it off. And now the Queen Bee herself, number 1, Kimmy, going in against number 5, Lee. And we want to also note that One Hive with 30 stars only needs 1 to tie it up, 2 to win it, and 3 to make us all go wow.
That's right, Klaus. This is the very final attack. It all comes down to this. One Hive needs to get a good hit in here and at least avoid the 1-star fail. The Electron in the center getting a lot of value. Double clone spell, actually, to try to take out this Archer Queen early on and just manages to get the job done.
The CC and the Queen taken out now. We do still have 4 air defenses, which is fine, You actually need air defenses in a Lalo attack because you need the Lava Hounds to be able to tack onto something. So they tack on, the balloons kind of destroy buildings behind it, destroy the air defense, and then the Hound moves on. So if there's no air defenses, then the Hound kind of just hangs out with the balloons and it just doesn't work out. So this is good that there are still air defenses, but there's no Queen and CC, and that's a big win so far for Kimmy in this attack.
You know, sometimes I get a little bit worried about the style of attacks going in. They often require very careful and precise planning and timing, but the Electron is just something that seems to pretty much always work as long as you don't screw up the deploy of the battle blimp floating on in. If you get a lot of damage there in the center, they tend to do what they're meant to do, and in this case, they were able to take out that Archer Queen. The big stage of this attack coming in next, the Lava Hound and Balloons, will determine whether or not that Town Hall goes down and whether or not Kimmy can make it all the way to 3 stars.
Can you imagine the voice chat with the One Hive players right now? They're probably saying, we need 2 stars to win. Kimmy, what are you going to do? And Kimmy's like, I'm going to YOLO and grab a 3-star. You know, that's probably not what happened, if I can be honest. I bet you One Hive's like, just go for the safe 2. If you triple, that would be great, but just get the 2-star, no matter what. Get the 2-star. And you can see that that was the case, but because of this Earthquake spell, you can see in the armor camps or the spell factory, if you want to be precise here, this Earthquake spell is going to be used to both damage and pull out the Giga Tesla so that the balloons will target.
Grand Warden, go.
And Warden. Perfect. There we go. That was a really, really close one.
Pulled it off just as the Giga Bomb was going off, and with the first star secured and the second one now cemented, Kimmy from OneHive has secured victory for her clan in this 6th day of the Clan War League season, Klaus.
That is the victory. Kimmy really getting it done for her clan. Now, if she can get that 3-star, that would be epic as well. Of course, unfortunately, there's no spells left, and there are still 2 Wizard Towers and a single Inferno Tower. It's a dangerous set of defenses to go up against here at the end with, but there's a lot of balloons there. So, you know, you don't want to count them out. Those red balloons, those max Town Hall 12 balloons, they can get a lot done. And why are you guys going toward the mortar? Okay. The mortar obviously was closer, but I would have loved to have seen them take out at least that Inferno Tower before the attack was over. But it looks like it's going to be a mid 80% or 80, actually, exactly 82% 2-star for Kimmy. Lock it down, that victory.
Enough to get OneHive another victory on day 6. Which means so far they didn't lost a single day and they can keep it like that.
By the skin of their teeth in this instance, but a win is a win is a win, Klaus. Congratulations once again to OneHive for remaining undefeated in this Clan War League season. We're going to get a chance to see if they're able to close it out tomorrow against another big burly clan and see if they can go undefeated in Champions League 3. That's a high task.
This was by far the closest war that they've had so far. Only 1-star victory. Yesterday had a 15-star victory, as you can see at the top in round 5, but they got the win anyway. I'm sure that the nerves were starting to clench up, and we got Renee over there.
That wasn't
with
all that was clenching up, Klaus.
Oh, I'm sure it was everything, but Renee over there with the, one of the players for an interview, so let's kick it over to Renee.
Thanks, Klaus. I'm with Kaz here from OneHive, obviously. And Kaz, I have to say, the start of today's war wasn't really what you anticipated, right?
No, we would like to have more 3 stars. I mean,
we all want that.
Yeah, but we were far from 3 stars.
You know that I backed for it, right? I was standing there begging for 3 stars.
Yeah.
You didn't deliver. What's wrong?
Well, we went close for a few hits, but yeah, we just didn't get them. There was some good bases. They had some good bases, max defense and stuff like that. Yeah.
That is true, but it was Kimmy in the end securing your win in the very last attack.
Yeah.
How did it feel sitting there and waiting if that actually works?
It was nerve-wracking, but we felt we had it. Yeah, we felt it.
All right, now that you have 6 out of 6, we talked about that yesterday. I only got confident answers saying like, oh yeah, we do 7 out of 7.
Yeah, we will do 7 out of 7.
Yeah, I just want to ask.
This was what our hardest opponent, so.
So tomorrow should be a bit easier?
We should get it tomorrow, yeah, I'm sure.
You know now, if you don't do 3 stars tomorrow, then we really have to talk, right? Because you now said it will be easier.
No, it's easy tomorrow. We'll get it. Easy win.
He put the pressure on himself now.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with that. All right, 3 stars is what they hope for tomorrow's war. See if that works for day 7.
The confidence never ceases to amaze me. OneHive taking the win by 1 star, and they've got 1 war left to take out the 7 of 7, Woody. So you think they're going to be able to pull it off?
Well, Cass said it better than I sure could. Of course, if he thinks that they're going to get the win, then I got to give all credit to him. And it seems to me that he's pretty confident that this is going to go down the way that they want it to.
Confidence! We should all have that confidence, right? I mean, you work in front of camera, so it would be nice. They have it in wars, and so far it's paid off. Once again, they winning, which is the important part. Winning is always important also for you guys at home, because you can win 2,000 gems with us here over at Twitter at Clash of Clans. We had one question already. We'll reveal that now. So that was actually which troop was not introduced to the game in the same update. And you had to choose between Valkyrie. It had to happen.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. It's a tough one.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Hog Riders, minions, or golems, because they're all not introduced in the same update. Obviously, otherwise this question would be kind of wrong.
Yeah.
So, who of your experts telling me more about that update? Which one does not belong to them?
Well, these troops are all Dark Elixir troops, meaning that they were introduced relatively later on into the game. They all were unlocked at the Dark Barracks, which was not part of the game when it first came out. So, Klaus, I do recognize that of the 4 of these, one of them is a bit heavier, a bit bigger, and does something about the others. So, Which one of these is not like the others?
And the answer is, drumroll please, Golem! That's right. So if you over on Twitter voted for Golem, you got it right, which is surprising actually, because like you get Valkyrie and Golem at Town Hall 8, so I kind of expected them to be together. So that one was really surprising for me too. Like I was like, I probably would not have known that. But there's a lot of OG players out there that actually knew that. They've probably been playing since then. So if you're one of those people, congratulations. But 2,000 gems were on the line. Somebody won. Enjoy them.
That's right. If you want to win those gems, make sure to retweet that poll and retweet the next one. Renee, I think you've got it teed up for us, right?
Yeah, Valkyrie. I'm just gonna. It's the second one, by the
Save
way.
it for rehearsal next time.
Yeah,
Renee.
I will try to do that as often as possible. 41% actually knew the right answer.
Wow.
So it seems like education is working well in Clash of Clans. Or they all remember every single update. Then I'm really, really impressed. It's crazy.
Me too.
Yeah, well, there's a second question, obviously for 2,000 gems. So that one is, which combination is actually the best, or the best among the ones that we gave you guys there? Because not all of them would really help to get 3 stars. And you can choose between the Healers and Dragons, the Electro Dragon and Clone, Wall Breakers and Earthquake, and the Hog Riders and Jump.
Hog Riders and jump spell. Can you guys imagine Hog Riders with a jump spell?
They jump
I mean,
even higher then.
It's hilarious. What they'd be able to get? Ooh, if you put a jump in Hogs, they can hit air troops. Feature request.
Yeah, we'll be part of the next update in December, just saying. Attack those air defense, not air defenses, air units with Hog Riders and Jump. That would be kind of cool, actually.
That would be actually. It's like
Yeah,
they
now that I think
get like
about
a
it.
rocket launcher, just
Yeah.
go up and hit and go back down. Be
I like
amazing.
that. Carl should work there. Sometimes he has good ideas.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes people
Just gonna
play
go on the
actually-
record saying I think that is not something that is a good idea. that would be crazy OP. The Hog Rider would just destroy everything in the game.
Yeah.
Just flying around there
Yeah.
with a
But
rocket
then they
launcher.
land on giant bombs because there's no heals because they're wasting all their spells on
You have a
jumps.
very creative mind, Klaus.
There you go. And plus, the only air troops would be defending CC.
Oh, okay.
So you only would use it for the defending clan castle. It's not
right.
that OP. It's not going to change the game, people. Mostly Woody.
People.
People? Come on, people.
Go ahead, Renee.
My people need me, I need to go. All right, no, I still like the idea. But never mind, I also like good attacks. I mean, we're coming over to the part where we actually honor those people that are having good attacks tonight. So, Klaus, our first honorable mention of the day. What is it? Who is it? That's the big question.
The very first honorable mention of the day is Cass with his Electro Dragon attack. What's exciting about that when they told me it's Cass, I'm like, hey, that's the guy I helped plan with. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a 3-star, but it was still cool to watch. So the blimp with the balloons under Rage manages to get 2 of the air defenses, actually an Expo, and lure that baby dragon. So that was like a really good start to the attack. We also have a Queen on the bottom left-hand side meant to take out all the other air defenses. So at this point, this base, once all of the air defenses are down, there won't be any air defenses left on the base. And what's the best way to take out a base without air defenses? Obviously air troops, right? So you see either Electro Dragons, you can see maybe regular dragons or Laloon, but like we said earlier, without air defenses, Laloon would be kind of weird. So it was either dragons or Electro Dragons, and Cass here in this attack decided to go with Electro Dragons, and it almost worked, Woody. It almost worked out perfectly.
That's right, Klaus. You can kind of see what Jeff the Defender was trying to do here with those air defense, or the air sweepers pointed toward the bottom right air defenses, and then an Archer Queen in kind of the bottom left compartment, hoping that if you decided to attack this from the air, either the air sweepers or the Archer Queen would be able to just annihilate whatever remained of the attack. But nevertheless, Cass with a dual-pronged hit early on here, using the Archer Queen and the Electron combo. Or excuse me, he didn't have an Electron. What did he use there? It was a Battle Blimp with balloons on the bottom right?
Yeah, just a Battle Blimp with some balloons and a Rage spell, and it wiped out 2 air defenses. Then the Queen by herself takes out the enemy CC and 2 more air defenses. Tons of value with just 1 hero. And then of course, we failed to show it, but actually the King was used to take out the enemy King on the top side of the base too, so that the Electro Dragons aren't following around this big giant tank the entire attack too. So everything was thought about except for, unfortunately, a couple of defenses on the left-hand side. And if I remember right, this ended up being something like a 98% 2-star.
Yeah, very, very close with a sneaky Tesla down there at the bottom as well, making it a bit difficult for all the troops to kind of ring around the rosy of this base. We got very close to the 3-star, and that's why this was one of the honorable mentions of today. There were actually only 2 3-star hits from all the attacks today. Cass coming extremely close with a troop that has been relatively new to the game and hasn't seen a whole lot of 3-stars yet so far this Clan War League season.
But it's still one of my favorite troops to use, personally, because, I don't know, there's something about having a rage spell down on a group of like 8 Electro Dragons, and then just the lightning just causing a wave of destruction through the base. It's just, there's something exciting about that. And not that it works to 3-star bases for me very often, but that's why I'm hanging out with OneHive to learn their tips and tricks, and that's why we're watching the stream to see if we can pick up some tips as well.
Well, great tips to learn there, Renee.
Yeah, I would like to write them down, but I only have, like, it's not enough space. Klaus says so much good stuff that, like, halfway through the show, I just lost it, and then I can't do it because there's not enough space. Next time, we'll bring a whole notebook. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Loose leaf notebook. Maybe just, you know, just fill it up. Do what you need to do, man. We're here for you. We'll support you no matter what.
That's good. I mean, you're my clan castle troops, so I appreciate the support.
You're
but I
welcome.
need it.
Yeah,
That's how it works. That attack looked good. And if you think these guys would actually look better with something else in the background, then there's a chance for you. Yeah, over at Twitter, at Clash of Clans. No, at ESL Clash of Clans. Yeah, they caught me there. It's a different account. But there are some pictures of you guys. You can see it here on the screen.
Oh, we look so good.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
had
that.
a lot of fun there.
Woody, you look so epic. Oh my goodness.
Woody the Dark
I
Lord.
think you turned into Superman over on the right side there.
No, I'm just trying to, yeah, you're right. I'm trying to fly straight at you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you really want to fly or if you just want to punch Woody. It's all right, but there are some pictures at Clash of Clans. And you can put some new backgrounds in there, or maybe a nice speech bubble next to Woody, because you always had something to say that Woody should say for you. You can do that. And if you're doing good, you can win 2,000 gems. So it's not just Twitter polls. Today, it's also a bit of Photoshop or whatever graphic program you want to use others available. Because that was advertisement, right? I had to,
Oh, yeah.
I had to go around there.
No stream is complete without some sort of Photoshop challenge. So for those of you that like to dabble with Photoshop, you have your chance. I didn't even see that photo until like a few hours ago, and I was like, all right, we're going to have some fun ones, aren't we?
I love them. I still think it looks like you had a lot of fun. I was missing out on that session. It's sad. But on the other hand, I'm not ending up in like 2,000 different memes and all that. So it's still fine.
It'll be
still
fun.
doing good. Let's do honorable mention. The next one.
Sure thing.
Get me one in.
I've got it ready to go. Sem Forever with, I believe, one of the only 2 3-stars in the war. Sem Forever bringing in the minor attack here. And starting off with a fancy bowler bounce funnel on the top.
What is it about that bullet that makes him fancy?
I don't know, it's just fancy. I mean, mostly you see funnels using baby dragons or like maybe minions or wizards even, but whenever I see a funnel with a bowler, I don't know, it just feels fancy to me.
Yeah, it's a bit unorthodox, a bit weird. Bit of an interesting start here, but a good way to make sure that this Archer Queen stays on target as she moves in onto this right side compartment, taking down this mortar, and just like you said earlier, great deployment of those wall breakers to make sure that she's able to crack in there and target the enemy Archer Queen and the Eagle Artillery in tow.
That's right. The setup for the Queen Walk actually fantastic because of the rage spell here. It's going to be taking on 2 point defenses, one of them going down and then taking out the enemy Queen. We'll also see a Clan Castle lure. We'll see the Eagle Artillery go down, and that seems to be the key. That seems to be what OneHive focuses on whenever they're using miners, is to make sure and get that Eagle Artillery down because of the reverberating splash damage from every single shot. That Eagle Artillery is very powerful, being the Tunnel 11 special defense. Upgrade that thing as fast as you can if you're a Tunnel 11 in the game, by the way, because it makes people think twice before attacking your base, that's for sure.
Eagle also looks super badass as a Town Hall 12 maxed out. I mean, look at it. Golden, and those eyes are just piercing.
I was gonna mention the blue ring, but yes, the eyes look pretty soul-piercing for sure. And with that Queen Walk actually locking onto that Eagle Artillery now, the miners coming in toward that Town Hall behind a wall wrecker so that the funnel is established, plus of course that King taking out the outside buildings. And this was the moment in live when I was thinking, when is he going to use his Warden ability? And then there it was. But this Rage, watch this Town Hall go down. It takes like one volley and then barely a little bit left to take out that Town Hall. Super fast. The miners under Rage Spell are just incredible, and I love how they're immune to that Giga Tesla. Like I've been saying, Queen Walk miner's growing on me, Woody.
Well, the thing that really separates the boys from the men here are the spell deployments, in my opinion. I think that there were a lot of opportunities where we saw some great usages of Rage Spell right there on the Town Hall, and then Heal Spell almost immediately after to keep those miners nice and healthy. Also knowing whether or not you need to use the Heal Spell or to use the Grand Warden. Clearly very experienced attacker Sam Forever knew what he was doing exactly with those miners.
I've heard that it's an instinct, actually. Like, as you practice with these things and as you do friendly challenges with your clan and you continue to tweak how you execute the attack, you get an instinct. It's like, there's probably a giant bomb there, boom, and then there is. You know, like they get this sixth sense for these types of attacks, and as you can see, Sam Forever with a 3-star. Do we have the 3-star animation? Can we have that?
We have it.
We haven't had it yet. We need the 3-star animation production. At least once,
I'm missing
whenever.
There you go.
Yes!
There you go!
Yes! I'm happy now. My stream is complete. There you go.
Where's the tornado dance?
Last time it was really hard to get back to the desk without falling. I decided against
Vertigo.
it. I'm really sensitive when it comes like to turn in circles.
Don't do it then.
I was really hyped. I was like, 3 stars, let's do it. Turn and dance, and then it was really hard. I mean, I wasn't on camera afterwards. You know, I came back and I was like, and then camera went away. I was like, whew, that was good because I nearly fell down. I managed to stand up. And we know some people managed to stand up for their team tonight to actually make sure that they get the win on day 6 for one hive. That means the legend of this day and the one and only that made it possible is NeZaX. He's our MVP of tonight. And I'm pretty sure that that's the reward he should get, man. 3 stars. That was a great attack.
MVP tonight is NeZaX with that incredible 3-star. Unfortunately, we didn't have a video for him or anything because he hasn't come to the studio. He's been busy with studies and stuff as he's studying IT in Prague. Beautiful city, by the way. I haven't been there, but I've seen pictures. It's one of my bucket lists to go visit Prague. But either way, Queen Walk starting off here, excellent value. But I think that the MVP of this MVP attack, which obviously is NeZaX, but of his troops, is the wall wreckers, or the wall breakers. I'm so used to saying wall wrecker. You don't see a lot of wall breakers, but yes, the wall breakers here, because you get into the first layer of walls. He does a great job doing that, but then he also gets into the second layer. So here's that first wall breaker. I almost called it a wall wrecker again, and then here it is. Boom. Into that second layer of walls. That is using some intelligence, some Clash of Clans wisdom, knowing the timing, knowing where and when to place what. NeZaX really flexing there, showing off this incredible attack to start.
It's a true tale of Clash achievery, Klaus. Great positioning there and able to get that Archer Queen exactly where she needs to go. Rage Spell dropped immediately as soon as she starts taking fire from both of those X-bows, and she locks directly onto that Eagle Artillery. One of the biggest threats to an air raid like this is the Eagle Artillery, especially if it's splashing onto a bunch of balloons at once. Definitely something you don't want to see, Klaus.
Absolutely. I think the Eagle Artillery is just a big threat to every attack strategy. I mean, you just take that baby out as fast as you can. And NeZaX actually, I was watching the timing that NeZaX used to place his Laloon, his first Lava Hound, in the balloons to fall in. And he did that right before that Eagle Artillery had a chance to shoot while the Queen Walk was targeting the Eagle. So perfect timing for him. Also perfect timing on that Grand Warden's Eternal Tome, keeping the troops alive. And at this point, the balloons just need to come on through and wipe out the rest of these defenses. He has only 1 haste. But remember, and this was another incredible moment, there's been several incredible moments in this attack, Woody, is look at the healers. We're going to focus on the healers a little bit. He's trying to bring them over to distract these air targeting defenses so that the balloons are untouched.
So he does get the healers to draw some fire from the Tesla and from that expo over on the left side of the base, and I think that was probably what got these balloons as far as they were able to make it. You also noticed that there was an air defense that was in that far left outer compartment that was just barely destroyed by a couple of balloons that had kind of forked off earlier on in the raid. So just everything seemed to go right here for NeZaX. And not only were these attacks really precisely tuned, but they were also down to the wire. You remember this one from NeZaX was a full 3-minute attack, not a single second wasted by any of his troops here. And you can finally get a chance to call these little flying dudes Winions once again.
Those were absolutely Winions. All I remember was screaming at my iPad, "You can do it, guys, come on!" And within a second from the timer going off, that was a triple for NeZaX. And we need to hear from OneHive once again. Renee is over there with another player to see what they were thinking during that moment.
I'm pretty sure we can nowadays call them Winions. Because OneHive so far without a single loss, even at day 6. I'm with Scorpion here, and Scorpion, I have to say, I don't like to deliver bad news, but you're not among the honorable mentions, nor the MVP.
No, I have to. I still got one more day tomorrow to get myself as an MVP or in the mentions.
So what happened that it didn't work out today?
The plan was good. Kill squad was good. It just sort of didn't quite go my way at the end.
Anything like retro perspective now that you would do different, even the planning?
The plan was exactly how I wanted it. Slightly different, but I would do exactly the same thing if I had the chance.
I mean, that's good. That's pure confidence if you say you would do the same thing again. But yeah, you said 1 day left for you guys, 1 day left for you to become MVP or honorable mention.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
7 out of 7. And then you even more practice for next part of it. Like if you really go up, I mean, you obviously do. You will get Champions Tier 2.
Yep,
That's up
yep.
next.
The competition only gets harder and harder the further we go and the higher we get.
Yeah, well, what do you need to change then to be sure that you get wins there as well?
3 stars. More triples, and we win.
That's an easy thing.
Plain
3 stars.
simple. Yeah.
Yes, I understand that as well, but you need 3 stars. That's how you
Exactly.
get them.
3 stars, less 1 stars, so...
I like that. See, he's not giving away any of the tips. It's just like, if you want to win, get 3 stars.
3 stars.
If you want to lose, get 1 star.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, but how you get 3 stars?
Good plans, execute well, and hopefully no trolly stuff around.
No trolley stuff.
Exactly.
Well, we saw a lot of troll bases on the defense side. We know that. But to actually get you to do Clan War Leagues live with us, you had to come a long, long way. Where are you coming from?
Yes, I came from Brisbane, Australia. 31 hours to get here.
No one heard that in the accent.
Flights.
No.
Yeah, so it was quite a mission to get here, but I'll do it every time. You know, every time, if I got a chance to come here, I would.
You got Wi-Fi on the plane so you can play?
The Wi-Fi was a little bit sketch, but I had good Wi-Fi at times.
At times, at least. Yeah. I think we'll just tell Supercell to upgrade all the planes out there in the world to make sure that people can play Clash of Clans while coming here. And I'm pretty sure that Klaus and Woody would love that on their plane back, right, to the US, man?
Absolutely. Having great Wi-Fi on a plane is always a benefit, especially for these guys doing their plans and checking out bases and just getting it done. But I actually heard Scorpion say his flights here took 31 hours.
Yeah, that's a really long time to not have Wi-Fi. You know, Google's floating those balloons over Africa with Wi-Fi. Why can't we get Supercell satellites to just beam Wi-Fi to the entire planet? Seems like it would be good for their business model, right?
Absolutely. It would be amazing. It would be amazing to do that. But speaking of bases, and it was actually mentioned, and oh, hello. We're making the switch now. Hello, what's going on? So we have JC. What's going on, man? Hey, how's it going? JC is a, I would say, professional clasher. I mean, he's got multiple 3 stars in this Clan War Leagues. Didn't quite get it today, I don't think. But he's also one of the base builders. He's actually one of the official base builders for OneHive. So we're going to be able to show you guys one of his bases that he's built, and he's going to be explaining how it works and how he goes about building the base. So JC, first of all, I don't think anybody heard you say hi, so.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Perfect.
Welcome to the stream.
Perfect. So we have the base pulled up here, and once it pops up, there it is. So the first question I want to ask you about this base is about the geography, if you will. Like, where are the key defenses? Why do you have the Town Hall and the Infernos and the Eagle and the Queen where you have them now?
Yeah, so the Town Hall for SCWL, basically everyone tries to go for a 2-star attack with a chance to get a 3, just because of how the war is laid out. So the way I laid out the base is to have the Town Hall opposite to the Queen and the Eagle and the air defenses. That way, if you're going to get the Town Hall, you won't get the Queen with the Kill Squad, or if you get the Kill Squad with the Queen, you won't get the Town Hall.
That's actually brilliant. So we've seen a lot of like really safe 2-stars, JC. I mean, we're seeing people like queen walking or like kill squatting straight into a Town Hall, but you don't want them to get a lot of value doing that. So you basically spread everything out and hope that they can't get more. And that seems to be what happens on your base. Now, I'm also noticing a really positive, or like a big trend with these bases that you guys are building too, is that the Queen is in the middle. Like, not the exact middle, but it seems to be between specific defenses. Like, can you speak on that?
Yeah, so for this specific base, it's between 2 Inferno Towers, especially multis, because any Queen Walk that goes around the outside where the army camp, the mortar, the cannon, they'll just get roasted. The healers will get roasted, so it'll stop any Queen Walks going either direction. And also it'll stop any wall breakers coming in, because it's really hard to wall breaking against 2 multis. Also, it's good against loons and especially this tornado trap here that's going to protect the Queen. And basically, you want her in the middle with a CC protecting her as well, because anything that engages the Queen, you want the Hound to come out and for the enemy opponents to attack the Hound instead.
And I've heard you guys describe the Hound as like a brick wall. Like, as the attack goes, Hound shows up, and it's the attacker's like, okay, we're going to be here a while. And you want your Queen to be shooting the troops while they're dealing with the Hound. Is that about right?
Yeah, the Hound is a big stopper to any kill squad attack, because the Queen is so good in terms of offense that once a Hound comes out, the Queen's already distracted with the Hound, that she won't shoot at any other defenses, which really kind of screws up the whole attack, because you really need the Queen in the kill squad attack.
Screws up the whole attack. That's what you want whenever you're building a base, to screw up the attacker. Now, one more question for you.
Sure.
And the question is, if you had to give the the viewers, one tip, like the main base building strategy tip, what would you say?
The main thing you guys would do is basically sit down, have a clear mind, try to look at some of the streams that we've had, copy some of the ideas of where we placed the Infernos, the Clan Castle, the Town Hall, the Queen, and basically just start building. Utilize some of those concepts, and the most important thing to do is to FC it, friendly challenge it in the clan, because testing your base is the #1 thing to ensure that your base won't get 3-starred.
Right on. So use your teammates. They are a tool. No, they are a resource. They're a very valuable resource for you. So JC, I want to thank you for one, building an amazing base, but also for be willing to share this base on Twitter. Go to @ClashOfClans. You'll find a picture of this base either now or a little bit later, and take it. Learn some things from it. So JC, again, one more handshake, man. Great job so far, and good luck in war number 7.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that, learned a little something. And now we get to go into the overall idea, what is going on in the CWL after 6 rounds, guys. One Hive hasn't lost once.
6 rounds, and this is what the group stage looks like. One Hive at the very top with 254 stars in a dominant position right now. They've only got one more opponent to go up against, and it doesn't look like that opponent could challenge the supremacy. So at this point, it's just icing on the cake, Klaus. They've got the highest destruction percentage, the highest stars, an undefeated record. I don't know what other nice things I could say about One Hive besides the fact that they're just completely wrecking their opposition.
That pretty much sums it up. Tons of stars, tons of total destruction, and it's good. We like to watch that. We like to see that. We like to see One Hive doing well. Now, we actually have the rounds here now. Round 6 is where we're at. One Hive taking the win against their opponent, 32-31. You can see there, actually, look. Everyone look. The whoop whoop, 45 stars.
Interesting, yeah, looks like they got all 3 from every single one of their attacks. It kind of suggests to me possibly that their opponents weren't really on the ball with their defense.
We haven't seen 45 yet, so I think you're right. Maybe they put in some of their, their B string, knowing they weren't going to win. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like professional sports. I don't know. But what I do know, round 7 coming up tomorrow against that level 16 clan, and I believe this clan's actually in the middle of the line here. So you never know those middle of the pack clans, whether they're going to bring it hard or they're going to not.
Well, look, if One Hive performs the same way tomorrow that they have for the rest of the week, I think that they've got nothing to fear. And clearly, Cass was mentioning that earlier on today. But you got to perform every single day. And if you screw up on enough attacks on any one given day, it can actually lead to failure. We saw a couple of one-star hits earlier from One Hive. So if they happen to do that too many times tomorrow, it could wind up going south pretty quickly.
I don't expect that to happen, though. I'm going to be positive on this one.
Optimist as ever.
Yeah, talking about positive. No one said hi when I came back.
Who are you again?
Hi, Renee.
I was standing here like,
Welcome back, Renee.
yeah,
Hey.
thanks.
What's up, man?
What's like working environment? Come on.
You snuck in. You didn't make an announcement like you normally do.
You
don't-
You're usually
I'm
pretty
here.
loud. Exactly.
You were still busy when I came back. Next time I
Renee
would just
impression.
jump into the
Thank
picture.
you.
I would just jump into the pictures, all right? I'll do that. I will do that, but I will not end up with 2,000 gems for that. Not like you guys on Twitter at Clash of Clans. We had a second poll up. Besides that, obviously for the challenge on at ESL Clash of Clans. At Clash of Clans had a poll for you guys, and it was which is the best combo, the best combination of troops among the options we gave you. And there was something like Hawk Riders and Jump in there. There was Dragons and Healers, Wall Breakers and Earthquake, and obviously Dragons and Clo.
What is it? What is the answer? Hog Rider and Jump. We've already been through that. That doesn't work right. Dragon and Healer. Healers only target ground troops.
And I know Wall Breakers and Earthquake. I mean, Wall Breakers breaking through walls anyway. Going with an Earthquake that does the same is kind of not really the best combination. So...
Well, you've seen several Electro Dragon clone attacks already today, so I think that that's probably the combination that you're going to want to use. That is the answer for today's poll. Good luck to you if you managed to vote for the right one, and also if you retweeted that, you had a chance at 2,000 gems as well. So fingers crossed. I hope that you are the winner.
yeah, I think we still need to show more Electro Dragon clone combinations because it was only slightly over 60% that got the right answer. I was expecting like 80 maybe with how many attacks we saw with that. So seems like you guys need to watch a bit more Clan War Leagues here live. That's the thing.
These voters be trolling our polls.
Or that. Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's what I'm thinking too. I mean, remember when we asked, how many gems should you win? And it was like 1 gem, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. It's like, who wouldn't want 10,000 gems? Apparently like 30% didn't vote for 10,000 gems. So we got some trolly Twitter followers.
They be trolling. They're in chat right now. I see trolls over here in chat. I know what's going on.
But we still love you.
Got my eyes on you.
I'm just confused.
I think now it's the life for you guys. For a Medina. It does not work anymore. Sharing all that love didn't help. Yesterday, so we found something that helped, actually. We found out that if we do the Clash Challenge with a nose deployment, that the guys over at One Hive, the guys over there, over my shoulder, had no chance. I might be overdoing it a bit with saying no chance, but they only got even with us, and they used their fingers in between, which gave us, here at the casting desk, the first ever real point in a Clash Challenge
it's a draw.
since Season
It's
1.
6-6-6,
No,
it's a
no,
draw.
no! Using hands is against the rules.
It's a yellow card. It's not a mortal.
No, it's a red card. Who defines rules? I do.
All right.
So that's it. It was the first point.
Here he is, the boss of the universe, defining the rule set for
Yes.
every single Clash Challenge.
Yeah, of course. Someone has to do it, right?
A competitor who defines the rules of the game that they're playing? That doesn't really seem fair, though, Renee.
Oh, no. He was one of the kids, at school that was like...
What is that? What does that mean?
Klaus knows what
are
I
you
meant.
even talking
It's all
about?
good. It's all good. It's all good. Klaus has also no clue. Never mind. Clash Challenge. And this time, we're not doing nose deployment. No, we're not getting barefoot. Feet.
Barefoot. Barefoot.
We're also
getting
not
barefoot.
turning into barefoot. No, not at all. We're doing a blindfolded challenge, guys. And this time it wasn't me deciding that, but I actually will be the one watching and trying to get Woody to do a proper attack. I hope whoever said I will do it was aware of my strategic knowledge and all the awesomeness I'm able to do. Really, I can do amazing attacks. Hawk Riders and Jump, basically. That's what I can pull off.
So
all right.
I'm actually going to be posting a challenge.
Yeah.
Woody, Whenever you're ready, man. Renee's going to be doing the barking of the orders here, so I get to kind of take over at this point. So Woody, whenever you're ready,
Wait, what's happening now?
you're going to attack without your eyes.
Okay, so I got to put
You
this.
still use your
I gotta put
hands.
this blindfold on.
Can
though.
you imagine blindfolded and hitting with your nose? That would be ridiculous. I think I just gave production an idea.
Okay.
That would be so bad. All right. So you know what I'm
I'm
going
ready
do
to
for
use
you?
my sixth sense.
All right. I'm actually going to set this up for you. All right.
Okay.
I've got the base ready.
Wait, what's my army? Can I look at my army?
No.
I just want to know what I'm using.
No.
I'll just tell you.
Do we let it?
Tell
Yeah,
me
do
and
it.
then
It's
I can.
It's Bow Witch.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Bow Witch.
I can
oh
handle.
my goodness.
All right. We can do this.
All right. Where are we
Like,
at?
Woody, we're a good team. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You trust me?
All right. So I've got the
Sure.
base up. I'm going to hit the
You
attack
fool.
button. You guys ready?
All right,
You guys
yeah,
ready?
let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go.
so
And-
that
All right.
thingy, that square thing in your hands right now is a pat.
Yes, I know.
All good.
Go.
All right, let's
I want
start.
my bowlers first.
You
Or
want the
my
balls
archer
first.
queen.
Okay,
Wait, wait.
left hand.
I don't think you get
No,
to
left
decide.
hand, left hand. Deeper to the.
I'm just gonna
That's right. Okay,
pick
okay.
down here.
Bit to the right. But stop. Yeah, do it.
We need a hand
No,
cam in
one to
here.
the left. One to the left. No, that's too much left. A bit of yeah, right. All right, and then go up, and put them somewhere. Like wait. No, yeah, a bit deeper. No. No, to the right, man. That's the X. That is not even the pack.
Can't even cast right now.
What?
What are you doing?
No.
Or is that a troop?
You closed.
No, that's
you
not.
closed the
That's
game.
contacts. No. What did you do? Go back to the game. Let me wait.
I can't
no.
see anything.
No, yeah, because you're not even in the game now. Calm down.
He closed the game.
Okay. You close the game. You're back in
Honestly,
the game.
what do you expect from me?
You're
I
back-
can
All right,
see
go.
nothing.
All right,
Attack
left hand. There.
We're
there.
10
Touch
seconds
it.
in
That's
without
it.
anything
yeah, and
happening.
then put it somewhere. That is. I don't know why he uses that many hands.
It's okay. Just put more troops.
Yeah.
down.
No, that is.
Yeah.
Really,
Like that.
I tried to do it correctly, and you playing piano on it.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm just trying to
It's like
place
playing piano.
troops. Am
yeah,
I
but wait,
placing
this
them?
will never work.
Well, I don't really know. Oh, I hear troops going down.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
they
That's a
go
bad
down
thing.
because you sent them to suicide, man.
Wow.
Well, it's better than them just sitting in the army camp using.
No, yeah, but we
running
could have
out.
used them. You're not trusting me. That's an issue here.
that was a great warden ability, actually.
No, that is a huge, like, I
he just
call this
soaked
a
up
huge
like-
issue now. He was not even trusting me to get at least one single thing deployed correctly.
Have I deployed everything?
Hey, at least
God.
if we lose, it's not your fault now.
Did I deploy
Yeah,
everything?
definitely not. You're once again out of the. You see, you do stuff and then we're out of the game. Can
Okay.
you please not? No. Can you?
Just hit
God, no,
Oh,
don't
I hear
hit.
the CC coming out.
Yes, but we're
circle.
not in the game, man.
I don't know what to hit because I can't
Not
see
you,
anything.
Woody. Not you. I'm talking to Renee.
Did I deploy everything?
No, there's still 11.
Okay, tell me where to
11
go.
balls left. Yeah, there.
Don't
there.
touch his
Take
hand.
them.
Don't
Okay,
touch his
okay.
hand.
No, that's surrender. Now a bit like lower. Left hand low. Okay, you got
Oh,
it.
perfect.
Yeah, you got them.
Don't touch with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
left hand
they're all
again.
good. They're all in. They're
Oh,
all
man.
in. You got 1
Is that
minute
everything?
30. You got 1 minute 30. No, you got some spells. You got rage spell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a rage spell. Yeah, wait. We could have put them on the ball as a set.
Okay.
But you-
Tell me what to do. I'm listening.
Right. To the-
Listening now.
yeah, right. Now, further right a bit. Yeah, and then try to scroll a bit. It's too late. God. I was trying to prepare for this, and he's
Did I
just
win?
like, "Lay, YOLO!"
Did
Well
I
done,
get a
Woody.
win? Can I
Well
take
done,
it off
Woody.
now?
Well done.
28%. Just saying.
Can I
So
take the blindfold off now?
you can't tell me if you would trust me that it would be worse than 28%.
Look, I got like 54% in rehearsal.
28, man.
Hey, 60% of the time it works every time.
28%. 28%. 0 star for Woody and Renee. I'm separate.
No,
from
no,
this. Okay.
28% for just Woody. He totally ignored me, and he was not willing to let us play as a team. Like, we work on the same desk, man. We should be a unit, you know? Like, we could be superheroes together. But instead, you decided to be
That's very
some villains.
aspirational of you, Renee. I'm not Daredevil, okay? I can't use my second eyesight in order to deploy these troops.
I
exactly
was
where you
your,
want me to.
was meant to be your eyes, man.
Okay.
That was part of this whole challenge.
Well, I was trying. You said to go left, and I went left.
Yeah, you know what? No, it's okay.
Can we
Not
just
work-
see
not
what they
working,
do?
Yeah, not working
Let's
with him on the
watch
desk
what they do
anymore. It's
now.
like, I will go over. I will go over, and
Okay.
because I got enough of that. I will go over to people that are actually nice and maybe listen to me. I mean, it's probably because they never had to prove it to me that they're listening, so it could be that. I'm not sure. Oh, you're standing already. That's a good thing. So we're back at the player desk, and as you can see, it's neon Waves and Hell on Heels playing with us in the blindfold challenge. I have to say, could you please do that the other way around with your hands on your back? I just try to come up with rules now that we can still win 28%. It's like you could, you know, you're like this.
Still beat you.
Yeah, probably. All right, never mind. Get her blindfolded. Or blindfold yourself, that's totally fine. It's not against the rule set yet. Maybe next time. Just to be sure. To get a win. All right, I'm totally fine with you starting the challenge, like the attack, so that she does not need to do it. Hell on Heels, will you start it? Here we go. No,
Wait.
yep. Another one. And off we go.
All right. The queen.
Queen?
That's the warden. To the
She can't see the,
okay.
the queen. That's right.
At 3 o'clock.
It's past 7 now.
And then the king. No, that's the warden. That's the queen. That's the king. Oh, your probability. King. Yeah, 6.
Don't touch it.
No, you did.
No, drop the king at 6.
Okay,
Oh, that's the
no.
warden. That's the king. Yeah.
As if it would have ever
Drop
touched
it.
his hands.
Okay, keep trying again. You're not. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That you're right there. Right. Yes. At 5. Yeah, right there. E drags. Oh, you popped it.
It's okay. It's okay.
King ability. There you go. Okay, E drags.
Where are they?
You're right there. You got them. No, you did. You did have them.
Where are they?
Okay. No, the other one. To
Where?
the right. Okay.
It's great to
No,
never
to
says where they are.
To the left. To the left. You got
There
him.
we
You
go.
got him. Okay, spread him. Okay. Back more. Back more. There you go. Okay, click on the rage. The rage. No, that's the sport. Okay, you
How
got the
should
rage.
she know?
Up. No, down here. Down.
All
down
right.
more closer, like where you dropped them. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Where else?
Go
Is it over
ahead right there.
28% already?
Yes.
Ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about the freezes right now.
All right. Where else?
Grab a freeze.
Okay. Where?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, right in the center.
Right here.
No, back.
Right here.
Go right there. Just drop it. That's fine.
Okay.
Go back and get a rage. That's a rage.
All right. And where?
Very calm, right? I tried everything to get them out of
in the
sync,
core.
but no.
Right here.
No, to the right, back.
Here?
Yes. That's fine. That's good. That's actually good.
Okay.
Okay.
They even have time for compliments. Like, it's fine. Yeah. You're doing good. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We have another rage, but we have to go grab it.
Okay. Is it at the end?
No, yeah, it's the very end. That's the poison. Next, over more. To the right more. Right. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
And at like 9 o'clock, but it's okay. It's not gonna. It's already over. We have 2 loons, the very top, very first troop.
Okay.
2 loons at 9 o'clock.
Is that it?
Yeah, like if you would do
Just
rage
drop 'em at
first
12.
now, there would be a chance to actually hit them.
Did I drop them?
Yeah, you did. Oh, you got one more. That's fine. Freeze.
Okay. Where is it?
That's the freeze. And you could just go up there somewhere. Put it down. It's okay. It's over. It's over.
73%.
That was funny. That was just so funny.
Nice.
You managed another esports achievement, the awkward high five. You know, there's always somewhere in the show. There's always that awkward moment where someone wants to shake your hands or a high five, and you mess it up. You did.
I did.
Great, but telling her just about the unit without ever telling her where something is, that was a bit hard start, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was.
were you actually a bit shaking on the pad? Could that be?
Was I shaking?
Yeah, I saw your fingers like this.
It was nerves. I wish I didn't hit this well in war today. So.
All right, blindfolded challenge will be part of the Clan War leaks, just to make sure that Neon Waves actually hit something. But with that, I really have to say you guys won. So good job. I mean, blame all of that on Woody. That's for sure. You guys did good. You can keep the blindfold because you probably need it for tomorrow. Since you decided to go for that one, that means the Des actually lost. That is very unfortunate. Well, I said that's definitely not on me. It's all on the lovely Woody.
Okay.
Man, but I still love you.
I'll
That's all
take the blame for this one.
It's okay. It's okay, man. But hey, they did really good. It was the second time that we saw players just saying, "Oh, take whatever, take the rage. And I'm always thinking, like, man, they're not seeing that.
Well, what it is they know the game so well. They probably know that army composition so well that they know which troops are in which position at the bottom. So they're like, grab the rage, and they're like, that's rage is usually right here, and it was almost always right. I noticed. I was watching intently, like, how are they doing this? It was very impressive, actually.
Well, you remember I definitely did ask to try to see what my army composition was at the bottom, and no one would let me see it.
Because I really wanted to play with you as a
team. What it was
team.
going to be.
But that was class.
Oh,
okay. Everything is not Renee's fault.
Shifting.
Everything is not Renee's.
Nice.
Everybody else's fault. It's the camera's fault.
Look, I gotta say,
The camera, that is it.
Electro Dragon probably has a lot more value in this blindfold challenge also, because there's not a whole lot that you have to do to control it. Once it goes down, he kind of does his own thing.
We could have done better. 28%, man.
You're insistent now.
28
Yes,
to
I'm sorry, man.
76%.
I'm really, really sad. But One Hive doesn't need to be sad at all because they won day 6. And they're on their way to the perfect Clan War League season. If they would win tomorrow, obviously we will return with Clan War Leagues with these two beautiful people right next to me, Klaus and Woody. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us, Renee. Good war. Glad to see a win. Only 1 star. It was close. For the closest one we've had so far, so it was a good one. And we've got only 1 more left, so be sure and stay tuned.
Very tight war, very exciting. Hopefully the same tomorrow.
Yeah, Clash of Clans will return to grab more stars for the One Hives in Clan War Leagues, obviously on the same channels. Make sure that you watch at Clash of Clans to be informed about everything, see those cool memes and see some good pictures. Not of me, they are never good pictures of me on events, never worked. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name is Renee. See you there.
I would say the most unusual place would be on the toilet, whether it's at work, just trying to fit in that 2-3 minutes and just going to the toilet, getting the attack done, and then going back to work.
The most unusual time I played Clash was CWO Finals in Season 3. I was moving to my new house, and while I was moving, I did my 2 hits on the toilet. So, yeah, with my kids screaming and wife asking after me.
The most unusual place I've played Clash of Clans was when my daughter was in the living room on the TV, and I went into the closet in my bedroom just to get some quiet during a war attack.
I've done a few days where like you're staying over at someone else's house and you need to get on voice. So you kind of like find a corner of the house that you can like whisper to people or at least hear them talk without it being too noisy. But yeah, no, not sure anywhere too crazy.
Probably at a 4th of July parade last year. My family was watching the parade and I was on my phone playing Clash of Clans.
I've played Clash of Clans pretty much everywhere. I played them at music festivals, I played them at football games, I played them at baseball games. Anywhere that my clan needs me, I'll fire up the game and play it right there.
The most unusual place I've played Clash of Clans is probably in Disney World. This last winter, I went on a family trip. My parents told me, listen, you're not going to play Clash while we're on vacation, but I was able to sneak away and still participate in some wars because there was a lot of waiting in lines.